Listen, you're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not incapable. You just became addicted to comfort, and it's destroying your potential. Every single day, you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll wake up earlier. Tomorrow you'll focus. Tomorrow you'll finally become disciplined. But tomorrow never comes. So you sit there asking yourself, why do I keep quitting on myself? Why does everything feel harder than it should? Why do I watch other people transform while I stay the same? And here's the real problem. It's not a lack of talent, it's your relationship with discomfort. Every day, you face two choices. One that feeds weakness, and one that builds power. Most people spend their entire lives escaping friction, avoiding hard things, avoiding boredom, avoiding pain. And then they wonder why they feel empty. So today, I'm going to show you 5 shifts that will make discipline feel addictive. Not forced, not painful, addictive. Because once your brain starts craving progress instead of comfort, your entire life changes. Let's start with number 1. 1. Treat discomfort like dopamine. Most people run from hard things. The second something feels uncomfortable, they escape. They open social media. They eat junk food. They distract themselves. And every time they do that, they train their brain to associate comfort with reward. That's why discipline feels painful to them. Their brain has been programmed to avoid friction. But disciplined people think differently. They learn to love the burn, the early mornings, the silence, the boredom, the resistance, because that's where growth lives. The moment you start treating discomfort like proof of progress, everything changes. That cold shower? Good. That hard workout? Good. That difficult task you're avoiding? Perfect. Your brain starts rewiring itself. Pain stops being a warning sign. It becomes a signal that you're evolving. And once you flip that switch, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like power. 2. Create one non-negotiable rule. This is where most people fail. They try to change their whole life overnight. New routine, new diet, 2-hour workouts, meditation, journaling, reading 10 books. And within a week, they collapse. Because discipline is not built through intensity. It's built through compliance. You need one rule, one action, one thing you do every single day without exception. Maybe it's waking up at the same time. Maybe it's 10 push-ups. Maybe it's reading 1 page. Doesn't matter. What matters is this. You do it no matter how you feel. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen the identity of someone who follows through. You're building internal authority. Most people don't trust themselves anymore. Why? Because they've broken too many promises to themselves. Discipline fixes that. 1 repetition at a time. Your rule becomes sacred. And once your brain realizes quitting is no longer an option, execution becomes automatic. That's how machines are built. 3. Kill the feeling loop. This is the trap destroying your life. Waiting to feel motivated. You wait to feel ready. Ready to work. Ready to train. Ready to change your life. But feelings are unstable. They shift every hour. Every distraction changes them. Every inconvenience weakens them. If your actions depend on emotions, your life will always stay inconsistent. Disciplined people don't negotiate with feelings. They move before the brain has time to argue. No overthinking. No emotional debate. Just action. Because the longer you wait, the stronger resistance becomes. Your mind starts creating excuses. Later. Tomorrow. After one more video. And suddenly the entire day disappears. So here's the solution. Shorten the gap between thought and action. The second you know what needs to be done, move. Stand up. Start typing. Pick up the weight. Open the book. Action kills anxiety. Action kills hesitation. Action kills weakness. Emotionless execution. That's the secret. Because winners don't rely on mood. They rely on systems. 4. Track your wins visually. Your brain is addicted to progress. That's why video games are so powerful. Levels, rewards, streaks, completion bars. They make progress visible. Most people fail because they never see themselves improving. Their growth feels invisible, so they quit too early. That's why you need a visual scoreboard, a calendar, a habit tracker, a notebook, something physical. Every day you complete the habit, mark it, build the streak, protect the chain. Because once your brain sees evidence of progress, discipline becomes satisfying. You stop wanting to break the streak, and slowly consistency becomes part of your identity. 1 day becomes 3, 3 becomes 10, 10 becomes a month. Brick by brick, your confidence grows. Not fake confidence, earned confidence, the kind built through proof. Because success becomes addictive when you can see it. 5. Raise your minimum standard. This is the final shift, and the most important one. Discipline is not about your best days. Anybody can work hard when they feel inspired. Anybody can be focused when life feels easy. The real question is this: who are you on your worst days? When you're tired? When you're stressed? When nobody is watching? Most people let bad days become excuses. Disciplined people lower the intensity, but never the standard. Maybe you don't do a full workout. Fine. Do 10 minutes. Maybe you don't read 30 pages. Fine. Read 1, but never hit 0. Because 0 is dangerous. 0 breaks momentum. 0 weakens identity. You need standards so strong that your bad days still produce progress. That's the difference between average people and dangerous people. Average people rely on motivation. Dangerous people rely on standards. And once your minimum standard rises, your entire life rises with it. These aren't just habits. This is a system that rewires your mind, day by day, choice by choice. You don't become disciplined overnight. You become disciplined through repetition, through friction, through execution, through refusing to negotiate with weakness. Because discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you train until it becomes your identity. And once that happens, nobody can stop you. So if you're ready to become addicted to discipline, comment "No more excuses" and subscribe to the channel. Because this is where weak habits die and strong minds are built.